Hello my friends, welcome to Honest Violets. Today I'm here with this wonderful succulent arrangement that I planted maybe 9 months ago, and it's the right time to separate them again and plant them separately because, well, there's no place for them to grow and I just want them to get bigger. If you're for the first time on my channel, please subscribe and click on the bell button to be notified of every video that I post every week. Well, I'm here. As you can see, we had a small incident here while I was preparing the table and the setup for taping. The table fell and actually all pots and as you can see, even the succulent arrangement fell on the floor, and well, we had some victims here, but it's just pots. And as you can see already, the plants are kind of coming out of their soil. But anyway, we had to kind of take them out anyway, so it's kind of the right timing, I would say. Okay, so now that I have taken all plants out of this planter, let me just introduce them. So this is Cavortia, and this is Cavortia mirabilis. Really good one. The tips are really interesting, kind of transparent a little bit gray and flat kind of. Then this is Echeveria, and this is actually, I think that it's Echeveria dionysus, but there are several crosses and they all look the same. So maybe really specialists of or people who collect them may even tell which variety it is, but it's like, I think it's dionysus. All right, and then this is of course String of Pearls. I'm sure you know it, an adorable succulent, very beautiful. Here I have some Sempervivum arachnodeum, but it's not growing because it's like small, and among these bigger plants they were dominant. They were taking all the moisture and nutrients, and that's why they were not growing in a proper way. This is Aloe denis, and actually now it looks all green, but the tips and the sides, this kind of things, under the sun, or if they get really bright light, or if you play with the temperatures, then they will get actually a little bit orange. And you know that some succulents have this ability to change the colors, and some can get beautiful purple or pink or red, yellow, orange, all these kind of colors. And so this one was in a bright place but not under the sun, so it is green, but I'm going to move it under the sun on the balcony, and it should turn, actually I hope that it will turn a little bit orange for the summer. And this is my favorite Gasteria, little warty. I do love this a lot because it looks so artificial somehow, and if you touch it, you can feel it feels like plastic. Yeah, almost like, you know, no leaves. If I bend them, then I will break them. But yeah, they have, there are several babies here. Well, of course you can have this very nice looking succulent arrangements, but then you need to be careful about watering. And the thing here is that, okay, you can grow a succulent arrangement in a planter in a pot like this without holes actually, and you can be careful in watering, and you can actually grow them very nicely and successfully for a couple of months, but then they will stop growing just because there's no way for the roots to develop. And even though some people think that, okay, succulents do not need a lot of water, so I can plant them in a tiny pot, but that's actually not right, because even though they do not need wide pots, but they need deep pots, and you need to water them like abundantly, thoroughly, but then in between waterings, the soil should get really dry, and this helps the roots to develop. Well, now you can see there are some, well, a couple of roots, but it's not the way, this is not the right amount of roots for this type of plant with so many babies. It's just because it was growing in the planter. And I'm going to repot it actually, and for example, this plant will be growing in this type of pot, you can see, and it will fill the pot with roots very quickly, and with a proper and right watering, it will grow so bigger. So I'm back, and as you can see here, I have a little bit of potting mix together with lechuza. I've mixed it, and this is how I will be planting them. As you could notice, they were all growing in this planter only in lechuza. Well, lechuza you can use for drainage system at the bottom of the pots, or as a cover at the top of the soil. And also you can mix it with the potting mix. So now here I have the potting mix for cacti and succulents, and I have mixed with it lechuza to just improve the quality of the soil. And in this planter I have used only the lechuza, so these all succulents were growing only in lechuza, and that's because I have just heard from someone that you can also use lechuza just as a potting mix, and especially in this kind of containers or planters where you plan to grow your succulent just for a couple of months, this can be absolutely fine. And well, I can see that it works. It was quite okay. They have grown, they have given babies, no one got rotten, and it was just absolutely fine. But just for a short period of time, just because this container didn't have holes anyway, and I was going to repot them. It's just for a nice arrangement to have this very nice small succulent garden, so to say, but then you need to separate them. Alright, so this is the pots that I have prepared for them, and let's start with aloe, which will go here. So you just put it in the center and then you just fill it up with soil. I think it's really easy. You all know how to do it. The only thing I would like to mention here is again the watering. So when we say don't water too much, it means that you need to still water your succulents thoroughly, okay, really well, but then in between you need to really let the soil dry out. I have even another video about watering test with succulents, when you can see that the leaves of your succulents are wrinkled and you still don't water them, and as soon as you water them, just within 10 hours they get back to normal. Nothing will happen. I will actually put the link in the description and also as a card here, so you can watch it if you want. In that video I have Carpobrotus edulis, I think. Was it edulis? I think it was edulis. Yeah, ready. I just need to water it. It looks pretty well here, right? I love it. Next will be my favorite Casteria, little warty. Again, in the middle, I need to just add a little bit of soil here. Arrange the roots. Yeah. And actually, also another myth, so to say, about succulents. Sometimes people think that, okay, succulents, they live in the deserts under scorching sun, so they plant their succulents and they put them under direct sun, and then they kill their succulents. Well, even though they can grow under the sun, it doesn't mean that you can put them directly under the sun. First of all, not all the varieties can grow under the full sun, even though they are succulents. And also, even if they can, but bringing them from the greenhouses or some nurseries, some plant stores, you need to make them get used to the sun, like gradually. And just make sure that the variety that you have can grow under the full scorching sun, depending, of course, on your climate, on your country. So a little bit tapping, perfect. Look at this beauty. Like how beautiful it is. And I can feel that it couldn't grow anymore. So I'm going to place it in the middle, but also take these beads, stems actually. And by the way, it's really easy to propagate this plant. You just take a stem, remove a couple of leaves, which are these green balls, so that they do not get rotten in the soil, and you can just put them in the soil directly. Water a little bit and then wait. That's how easy it is. All right, from here as well. And making it a little bit firm to make sure that there are no air pockets between the soil and the roots. And I will need just to give it a good watering. Ready, this one will go here. Just like this, and most probably I will be hanging it from somewhere, or it will be just standing on my shelf. We'll see. And this one will go here. So my friends, even though we had that incident, but we still could repot all the succulents in their separate pots very nicely. Look how beautiful this is. And I'm going to water them now and put them in the places where I want them to grow. And I will be showing you updates on my Facebook and Instagram accounts, so you can follow me there as well. If you like the video, please subscribe and click on the bell button to be notified of all my videos that I post. And let's stay passionate about plants. See you next time.